Good morning, I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. Welcome to Thursday.
Almost a Friday.
Almost a Friday. May I just follow up on my I was a loser the other night watching reality TV and tell you that last night it got to a whole new level when I gave standing ovations alone in my living room to the final two performances on Idol.
Did you do the Paula clap?
No, I didn't do the Paula clap. I didn't do this one, but I was like, oh yes, yes, oh my gosh, that's what I was doing. And then I stopped myself and I went, oh my God, if anybody just saw me do that. And now I just told everybody I did it. But honestly, Jessica Sanchez sang, and I am telling you. And she did it like, you know, I think she did it better than Jennifer Hudson.
Wow.
Yes.
Pretty sassy.
And Phil Phillips recovered. I think he did an amazing job with Volcano. And the performance of the night went to Joshua, who sang, "This is a man's world." And he sang it with so much grit and heart and passion. It was insanity. So, I think Holly's going home tonight. That's my guess.
Holly, yeah, I was reading about that this morning, that she was it was a little bit of a disappointment, or voters were really like voting for her too much.
Took a step backwards. We'll know tomorrow. We'll know tomorrow. Don't miss that result show tonight on Fox, of course, at 7 o'clock. Now, let's talk about this. Was your room messy when you were a kid?
Yep, always.
How about now?
Always.
I'm a little bit of a neat freak.
What about you?
I'm a neat freak, so I don't have too much of a problem with that. But today is every parent's favorite holiday. It is Clean Up Your Room Day. It really is. So if you've got kids, it's very possible that their rooms are just a vast wasteland. In fact, messy is also kind of an adjective, you know? Yeah. Yeah,
well, today's the day, so get the cleaning supplies out, start scrubbing. Come on, kids. You know, it's that one day out of the year you really do have to clean up. I have to say, though, that one kid that I talked to, I had to talk to this class of kids about tornadoes and hurricanes. And one of the kids, did I tell you about this?
Yeah, I love this story. Tell them, because
he said, he was like, what's a hurricane? He goes, because my mom says that my room looks like one. I thought it was the cutest thing. I'm like, that means your room's a big mess. So maybe he'll be doing some cleaning today. Yeah, today is the day. Today is the day. And you know, you'll get some brownie points at home. And think about it like this. It's Mother's Day this weekend. So this is a wonderful pre-Mother's Day gift to your mom, just to clean your room. How convenient that it is on Mother's Day weekend. I think it works out really nicely. It did. Well, let's talk to one of our favorite mothers. Let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez with this morning's headlines. How are you, Elizabeth?
Good morning. I wish, you know, my boy is still too small. Well, he's 2. We're starting to, you know, clean up your room now, James. But you know what's funny is that when we used to live in Florida, we used to say, oh, James, Hurricane James just came through here. Because toys, all this stuff messing around. But I'm going to have to remember this day, May 10th for next year, because he'll be 3 next year.
Perfect. So. He'll be ready and able.
Yeah. Yes. Good morning, ladies. Good morning to you at home. Topping your morning news headlines. This morning, police are still looking for the man who attacked and raped a girl on her way to El Dorado High School this week. The teen says she was walking to school near an arroyo when she says a man raped her. The girl went running to a nearby chiropractor's office for help, and the woman there who encountered her said the girl was in bad shape.
I run back in and grabbed towels and put towels around her because she did need some covering. And when I wrapped her with the towel, she asked me if I'd hold her, and I did.
Police say the girl didn't see whoever attacked her, but they do want to talk with a young homeless man police say has been in the area a lot. The sentencing trial for deputy killer Michael Astorga continues today, one day after he takes the stand in his own defense.
I'm not guilty of the death of Deputy James McGreen.
That was him yesterday in court. Astorga, as you just heard, tried to cast doubt over the jury so that they don't sentence him to death. He denies he ever killed Deputy James McGrane Jr. back in 2006, even after a jury has already found him guilty. And things got pretty intense yesterday, especially when District Attorney Carrie Brandenburg went after him on cross-examination. You see, Astorga claimed that everyone was lying about him and that he didn't turn himself in because he says he was scared authorities were going to shoot him. But the DA quickly fired back, pointing out that there had been no officer-involved shootings that year up until the death of Deputy McGrane. Well, you've probably heard the phrase, if you build it, they will come. But what was being touted as a field of dreams right now is a field of weeds. Back in 2009, take a look, the city and developers broke ground on Unser Crossing over on Albuquerque's west side. Well, the city forked over nearly $2 million to spruce up the area, but because of a sinking economy, Lowe's home improvement store backed out and other would-be tenants quickly followed. City Councilor Ken Sanchez tells us he still has high hopes for the development.
I just feel within time, once we get out of this recession and people feel more confident with the economy, that they will be, start investing their dollars into this area.
The only business that managed to open up as scheduled is a CVS pharmacy that's now up and running there. As for Lowe's, the city says the company is just waiting until the economy improves. This morning, a cancer patient joins two doctors in their fight to reverse a state law that bans assisted suicide for terminally ill patients. The doctors and the ACLU want to be able to give these patients deadly drugs to end their lives if they ask for them. They have filed a lawsuit. 48-year-old Aja Riggs from Santa Fe has advanced uterine cancer and says she is backing their cause. Riggs says if her life becomes unbearable because of her disease, she'd like to have the option to end her life. Do you remember those days sitting in math class thinking, I am never going to use this stuff? Well, there is one math course at Capitol High School in Santa Fe where kids are learning something they will definitely use in the real world. Here's News 13's David Romero.
It's called bonsai. No, not the little tree pruning from Mr. Miyagi, but a course set to teach students the value of $1. Students in Ray Henderson's class at Capitol High School in Santa Fe have been learning critical life lessons this semester.
It's made them realize how they have to become aware of where their monies are, what's coming in, what's going out, and learn how to do and work with the budget.
Everything from balancing a checkbook to taxes and paying bills, students are getting hands-on experience with tools they'll need to survive.
Before this class, I didn't really know anything about handling my own money, and since I took it, now I know that we waste our money without really even noticing it.
The course is sponsored by the New Mexico Educators Federal Credit Union. Henderson says a course like this has always been necessary.
Well, I think every student, but more importantly, every senior needs to go out with these skills in hand, because once you get out there, it's all up to you to determine what you're spending, where you're at, and then just get a better handle of a good life skill to take with you from high school.
I'm looking forward to balancing my own checkbook, paying my own taxes, and pay my own bills on time by myself without anyone helping me.
The Bonsai program offers the students a modern approach to learning the financial skills with business simulations through the computer. They also get real hands-on experience by managing a school store. They're responsible for handling cash, stocking inventory, and interacting with customers. In addition to all the knowledge, the Bonsai course has given students something else: confidence and independence.
Once you start getting older, you have, it's that time when you have to get your own job, you have to buy your own food, you have, when you get into college, you go around in town, and it's pretty hard, it's not easy.
As we turn them out into the real world, we want them to make sure that they have the skills to become successful, and this is one of the tools that will help them out.
David Romero, KRQE News 13.
And we're told the Bonsai program will be back next year to help more kids get ready for life after high school. What a great program. That wraps it up for your Thursday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me on KRQE News 13 every weekday morning beginning at 4:30 a.m. Nikki and Kristen, back to you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. That's a great story.
I know, isn't it?
I would have done so much better in math. I was telling Kristen, the concepts, that you learn in math are so hard to grasp when you're not naturally a mathematician type personality.
Matt Morrow over here says he fell asleep during math class. So having something like that would definitely help.
Yes, it would definitely wake up.
Stay alert.
Well, it's a great idea. So I'm glad that they're doing it again next year. Really good. Good to hear those kids. And the one part that struck me the best was this. I'm really looking forward to doing my taxes and balancing my checkbook. Poor thing has no idea.
I don't know about that
one. But it's a great thing. Okay, now this is interesting. It's official. Britney Spears has the X Factor. The pop star has reportedly signed her $15 million deal to officially join the judges panel with Simon Cowell and L.A. Reid for at least 1 year.
Right, now we still don't know who the fourth judge is going to be, but we'll certainly keep you tuned. Of course, the show returns to the air in September, but how about that? Miss Spears making a return.
She'll be, I hope she'll do some performances, and I hope that she's, back on track, because I know she had that little fall off for a while, but I think she's getting a lot better.
It seems like she's trying to get there.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And I think that it'll be fun to see her perspective, you know?
I do too. I'm looking forward to that.
It'll be fun. So many names in the bag. I mean, we're still hearing that Rihanna's still on contention, and a couple other big names are in contention for that 4th judge spot. So we'll keep you posted, and hopefully Britt will boost those ratings, you know, because we want those ratings up. But I did just hear that 2 of my other favorite Fox shows will not be back for a second season. I know this is disappointing. Alcatraz, great show. We've talked to the cast, and the Finder, Jeff Stoltz, who has my heart after our satellite interviews, I think I fell in love. But they've both been canceled, unfortunately. So hard to hear that always. But the good news is Kiefer Sutherland's Touch will return for the 2nd season. So that has another shot at getting a big audience. And I know Kiefer's also in the process of working on that 24 movie. So can't kill off Jack Bauer.
No, can't do that.
Yeah.
And it's not going to happen. Not yet, anyway.
Even when he's not playing Jack Bauer.
Exactly. All right, well, yesterday we raised the question about a sequel to the superhero blockbuster, The Avengers, and today it is official.
Yes, Disney made the announcement saying it shouldn't be a surprise since the film has already earned, as we said, more than $700 million worldwide. Unbelievable. What we don't know yet is if the sequel will be filmed in New Mexico, but we are certainly hoping that will happen.
Yeah,
I mean, it's doing so well.
It is.
Amazing. I love that. And it's, as we talked about yesterday, and as we've been talking about all season, really, it's brought in so much revenue for the city, and we just want to continue to see movies come here and shoot here because it's obviously doing great things for our economy.
Oh, absolutely, and the notoriety as well.
No doubt,
you know?
no doubt.
Well, the ridiculously tan mom has inspired a ridiculously tan doll that immortalizes the New Jersey mom who made headlines last week.
Why does everybody make a bad name for New Jersey? The doll is the work of hero builders who have also made action figures, yes, from headline grabbers like, you know, Mikhail Salahi, remember the Salahis, and Anthony Weiner, and they say the doll is perfect for all your tanorexic friends.
Oh. You know what? I could make a doll like that.
The Tanorexic.
Just grab me a carrot.
Yeah.
And grab me some yarn. There you go. Carrot and some yarn.
A wonderful Mother's Day project for you and your children to partake in. Fabulous. Unbelievable. Right. Well, okay, this weekend, I don't know if people will be laying out working on that tan so much, because aren't we finally going to get some rain?
We are going to get, there's a chance for some rain here. We're already seeing some of it in the southeast, but we will see better chances, hopefully, for the metro area. We're going to get a little moisture anyway, so some good news there. Let's talk about the forecast now.